Hey, Max here. I thought I'd do a quick little live stream on this James Gunn subject that's going back and forth. I still don't think it's clear cut. This topic goes to my pal Bruce. Shout out to Kingdom of Nerds. Go check out his channel. Just search in the YouTube search Kingdom of Nerds, and he's the king of nerds. So he messaged me earlier that the James Gunn, I think I have one viewer now. Wow, woo. I got one viewer on Maximum FOMO. I appreciate you watching. If you're in the chat, let me know. Type something in the chat. So he let me know that apparently James Gunn's Facebook account was hacked. At least that's what James Gunn's claiming. I'm not calling James Gunn a liar. I'm not. He does seem to spin everything, though. Just because it's hacked doesn't necessarily mean those old posts weren't him. It really doesn't. But I will do more research on this quick little live stream. That could potentially mean that he was trying to get back in, because lots of us haven't been on Facebook a while, and then he couldn't get back in, and that's where he found out he's hacked. But as far as I could tell right now, he just says his Facebook account is hacked. It's very possible you could create these fake posts that sound like something that he would say, but I don't know how you would get it to 11 years ago unless you also doctored that. This is, now I do not support the fire James Gunn hashtag. I just don't do it, even though I criticize him. I don't think there's any benefit of firing James Gunn at this point. I really don't. The damage is done. He's going in a different direction. Just let him do it. If they switch gears again, they're being extremely reactionary again. And I'm sick of that for Warner Brothers. So let him do his thing. It's not what I would have picked to not continue storylines, but let him cook. Pablo Gradiente. Hello, Pablo. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. It's my new, I have a channel that's over 5K subs, but I cannot stream on there for a week. And I am focusing on, this is like more my personal channel. I appreciate you tuning in, though. Let me see. It's very weird that once those messages are leaked, his Facebook is suddenly hacked, and he makes so comment about the Batman opinions. Well, just because it was hacked doesn't mean those still aren't his opinion. Those weren't his comments. It's not like he clarified that. I would think if they were not his comments, that wouldn't be the thing he comes out with, is that my Facebook was hacked. He would say, I didn't make those comments, is what I would assume, instead of my Facebook was hacked. Lots of Facebooks are hacked. Lots of Twitters are hacked, especially if you're in the industry and if you haven't used it. That does still not, to me, it still does not clear up whether those Facebook posts were his or not. Jacob McKenzie, my bro. Hey, Jacob. It's a Batman. Everyone has their own opinion about Tim Burton's Batman. Yes, it's my personal pet peeve when you are an artist, an entertainer, and you are extremely critical of other artists and entertainers to the point where you think my way is the only way, my way or the highway. And it's kind of how it seems like Warner Brothers Discovery under James Gunn. It's my way or the highway right now. And I don't appreciate that. I gone on the record to say, if Zack Snyder took over for Warner Brothers Discovery and he got rid of all the old characters, I would also have an issue. Like if he got rid of the Hamada characters, anyone that's coming in and doing that just erases everything, or plot points or retcon stuff, just like the Star Wars sequel trilogy, some things that were done. I don't like that you just disregard other people's takes on the characters. I don't like that you just go with an Etch-a-Sketch and shake it just to have a blank slate. Yes, that's the easiest to a blank canvas is the best canvas for an artist. But I think that's part of the issue in the whole industry is on these IP films and these series that they just let everyone shake the Etch-a-Sketch or do a blank canvas when you should be helping what came before and continuing the story. All right, but here is a post on Twitter. Now, I didn't retweet this because it also has the Fire James Gunn hashtag, and I don't support that. I support criticizing James Gunn. I don't support firing. Now, I do support firing Kathy Kennedy. All right, so here it is. All right, let's play this. Now, it says from 2012. It's possible that you could doctor this, but I still think this is him. It just seems like things he would say at the time. He was more unfiltered then. I know the tweets he did. He was very aggressive with his opinions, such as young people are, especially young men, are very opinionated and push their opinions more onto other people. And I think that's the main problem in the geek culture right now is people try to push their opinion on other people's as the right thing. It's still subjective. It's still an opinion. He just responded to a fake outlet saying he did deactivate his Facebook account when in reality his account got hacked. He doesn't know the password. Okay. Yeah, that still doesn't mean that's not his comments. I will be clear. Just because his Facebook account was hacked, that does not mean that those comments were not his. Yeah, that's a meme. Yes. All right, let's I wish I could scroll down. So there's a lot of there's comment threads here. This would be pretty extensive for someone to fake this. It's definitely possible. But it says 11 years ago to do all that. And then I don't think this is fake, personally. Still. To be fair, he's in context, he's in conversation, he's giving his opinions. I agree. He is allowed to give his take on Tim Burton's Batman. But it just makes the pills he's trying to have paying audience swallow harder to take. Yeah, I know. This specific live stream is about James Gunn fans now saying that this is fake again because he came out, and I want to go to his official Twitter too in this video to see. This is interesting to me. I honestly wish it was fake because I don't like this bad press for DC. I don't. So I think it's possible to fake this, but there's a whole thread of comments back and forth. I don't think this is fake, even though, I do believe that he probably tried to log into Facebook again because this surfaced in the news around all these sites, and he might be hacked or couldn't get in. But that doesn't mean that these aren't still his comments. And I don't think he addressed that, as far as I could tell. I will check his Twitter in a second. Or I mean X, I'm sorry. I will check X in a second. Okay, so there's that. Let me also bring up this article here. From the Direct. James Gunn debunks Facebook deactivation claims following controversial Batman comments. So this might have the X tweets in here. Let's read this. Let's investigate. DC Studios boss James Gunn has responded to the speculation that he nixed one of his social media accounts following a resurfacing of some old comments he made about Christopher Nolan and Tim Burton's Batman. So I think the only thing he's debunking is that he deleted his Facebook. As what far I'm telling, but he's not debunking that he actually made these comments as far as I could tell yet. And if I'm wrong on that, I will admit it. In late 2022, we get all this. Gunn has always had an active presence online, too much so That's where James Gunn personal Facebook account went down recently, resulting in the link to his page now serving users with a content deleted message. Gunn's professional page, however, is still active. So there has been you can have a personal and professional Facebook page. And that might be why on the comments that it wasn't verified, even though I didn't know verified was a thing back then. This was followed by speculation that DC Studios had deactivated his account, possibly in response to the recent resurfaced comments about his opinions on several of the Batman movies. In a series of comments posted to Facebook in 2002, Gunn said, I went over this on another video. Gunn has since responded to the speculation via a post on Instagram, revealing that someone attempted to access his account, prompting Facebook to hide his account from public view until he secures it. The director also addressed... Now, what I'm taking from this right now is, amidst the controversial comments that someone may have attempted to access his account now, and that's what took it down, not James Gunn deleting from criticism, is I think what he's deleting here, or I think is what he's addressing here. The director also addressed the media fervor surrounding the activation while acknowledging that he isn't able to re-access his account due to how long it has been since last using it. What happens, and then the broad assumptions made by certain sites. The broad assumptions he's referring to, again, are, in my opinion, that he deactivated the account and that it wasn't Facebook's security measures when someone else was trying to access it. Not the broad assumptions that that's actually his comments. Sorry, I still think it's him. And if I'm wrong, I will take the L on that. I haven't been on Facebook in so long, I don't even know how to answer the questions to get back on. As far as I could tell, the only thing he's debunking is that he deactivated his Facebook because he was getting criticism. I do not see him debunking that he actually made those comments, which, have peeved some people off. All right. Just responding to the account on Instagram to say that. Yeah. Now let me actually go to see if I could find James Gunn's X profile. All right. I am following him. I'm not blocked. Let me see if I can bring up his X profile. Oh, that's sad. First assistant director, Guardians of the Galaxy, Harry Potter, Star Wars. I don't know. This may only be on Instagram that he did this. All right. If I get more, I will do another video. That's what I'll do. But for this video, I would like to say, should you still give James Gunn a chance? Yeah, I think you should. I think we don't have a choice. I don't like creatives that are that aggressive towards other creatives. Everyone should be able to give their voice, their opinion. But he said F everyone that created these projects. And that, to me, is a toxic fanboy. F them. I don't know if I ever went that far. I wanted Kathy Kennedy fired. I don't know if I ever said F her or anything like that, or anyone associated with these projects, because even when things don't turn out the greatest in the industry, there's a lot of talented people that work on it, and a lot of things pushing against this art, including the rights holders and the big studios. So I think I assume everyone tries to do the best, and I just don't like this bad look for DC, and I still think it's him. Even if even if it is him, it doesn't change anything for me personally. I'm still very intrigued by Superman Legacy. I still want DC to succeed. I just wish. Look, bringing up everyone's past 10 years ago or however many years ago, all their social media posts is lame, regardless. But he does like to troll the trolls and antagonize people and push his opinion over others in his way or the highway. And that's what's made the stakes so high for the future of DC and his project for Superman Legacy. So he's put this pressure on himself. And if he just put his nose down and went to work creating his universe, the Gunverse, without constantly being on X or social media, he'd still get a lot of this, I'll be honest, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's worth it to me because I am a social media commentator. If I was working in the industry, I don't know if I'd be doing this. I don't know if I'd be doing this. I would be really watching what I do. Let me see. I'll get Jacob McKenzie's thoughts here and then I'll end the stream. I don't care about anything he says. I just care about DC not being shelved for the next 10 years if it doesn't succeed. Yeah, Jacob, that's probably, if he doesn't succeed, it's probably going to go on ice except for Batman projects for the foreseeable future. And some people want that. Some people are sick of superhero movies. Some people want that. But that's the most I really doubt that we're getting his whole slate. If he succeeds on everything he put in that slate, I will be the first one applauding. He already created his universe. I don't know. We'll see. He's allowed to respond to fans about questions for his universe. There's nothing wrong with that. No, there's nothing wrong with that. I think he goes, and I'm not saying he speak his mind, sure. I'll tell you what, with me being online, I've learned to not respond to everything, and it's helped a lot. And my channels are doing better. My mental health is doing better. It's hard. It's hard not to respond. Don't feed the trolls. And don't troll the trolls either, because they have nothing to lose, and it makes you both losers. Don't join the trolls, But to summarize my quick live stream, I believe he was debunking the assumptions that he deleted his Facebook because he doesn't want criticism, but I don't think he debunked anything about his comments on both Tim Burton's Batman and Christopher Nolan's Batman. And honestly, I think that's lame to be that critical of those particular movies. I really do. There's problems and all, there's issues with them, but to be that aggressive towards them is pretty effing lame, in my personal opinion. I was never that aggressive towards the projects of his that I didn't like. And you know what? I really ended up liking James Gunn, The Suicide Squad more the second time around. I love that movie now. It reminds me of a toxic fanboy, those type of comments. And it makes me believe that I was right about his PR BS and how I couldn't take his PR BS Like this is the best comic book movie of all time. Even though I really enjoyed The Flash, it was fun. It was a great moment in my YouTube career and in my friendships. It's a very special moment. I had a lot of fun seeing The Flash with the company I was in the theater I was at. But I also know when you have a good car salesman that's telling you the facts about their car, it's benefiting you and benefiting the consumer, and we're one that's telling you every car is the best one on the lot. And I think that's right now, that's what James Gunn's been doing so far. Have a great one, everyone. I'll see you soon. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, comment, and share this video, and I'll see you real soon.